Hey guys, Zell here. Welcome back to more Nikke, where I did as I said I would and got Pepper's outfit. And now we can go put it on her real quickly. Okay, well I should have got it, when I was out of the event. Again, consistently dripping wet pepper. Not bad at all. Very nice.
夏の記念に健康診断いかがですか?
Very not bad. Alright, Pepper, what do you say while you're in this swimsuit?
海に行くって聞いたので水着を着てみたのですがどうですか?
It looks very nice.
水遊びの前にビタミンチャージしませんか?
No, I'd rather no vitamin charge, no.
指揮官、水遊びで疲れたらいつでも私のところへ来てくださいね。
Oh, I could talk to you about a lot of things. Alright, well, we got her outfit. That's all I technically wanted. Also, I will say this. I did do one 10-shot on Neon, like I said I would. And sadly speaking, we didn't get her. It sucks. And apparently she was doing really bad for a lot of people to where they literally had to buff her. So, am I sad I didn't get Neon? Sure. But again, I don't know who's coming out next. So it's like, when we learn who's coming out next, we'll determine if I do another 10-shot for Neon or not. Just saying. Also, we're not doing the main story just yet. I want to do the stories here to see how long they actually are and what exactly happened with Rafi and Volt while they were out exploring. Okay, let's commence the briefing. Our exploration has two goals. One is to find new sites where resources can be gathered. It doesn't matter which type of resource. Food, minerals, energy sources, the Ark has a deficit of just about everything. So far we have been exploring only using the naked eye. I'm sure that will change, however, once you join us and we can make use of your brilliant sense of smell. Goal 2. Find out any information we can about this island's former residents. According to Deputy Chief Burning Gum, this was an important dig site before the first invasion. Numerous excavation groups have been to this place. There are many different places on this island that may contain records of them. Resorts, harbors, floating houses, etc. This area has been poorly preserved, however, so it's been assigned to me. That covers the briefing. If you find anything, report it to me and the commander. Give us a loud bark, or if you can, pick up any resources you can find and bring them to us. Can I trust you to do that? Bolt lets out a resounding bark and darts off into the woods. Again, is it Bolt or Bolt? I don't know if this is the right way to go about things, but there's no way I can do this alone, so any help is welcome. Oh. But Hoppy asked Bolt to search for treasure, so he has been scurrying all over the island all day, eagerly on the hunt for valuables. In his wanderings, he ran across Mary and Nail. He smashes through a watermelon that's shaped like Nail and barrels through Nail, who's dressed like a watermelon. Later, he scampers up to the top of the island's highest point. If he were to find even the slightest trace of treasure, he'd be over the moon and feel like he was the bestest boy of them all. Volt. Uh-huh. What then does a puppy do when he's proud of himself? Huh? Bolt? I thought you and Rapi were out exploring together. What are you hanging around here for? What? You think you did a great job and deserve some snacks? Well, alright. I'll give you a few snacks. But I'm telling Rapi about this. Volt jumps away at the bone given to him by his master. Volt seems to be enjoying his snack with particular relish today. Dang, you're really tearing into that thing. Is it really that tasty? It's not the bone itself that is especially tasty. It's the feeling of having spent a day being productive. Don't give me that look. You're not getting 2 in a row. Say, have you even reported back to Rapi? It's getting dark. She is probably waiting for you. Oh? Now that he thinks about it. If you find anything, report it to me and the commander. Give us a loud bark, or if you can, pick up any resources you find and bring them to us. It seems he was told to do something to that effect. Completely forgot, didn't you? Any smell of potential treasure is overtaken by the overpowering fishy smell of the sea. What should he do? So cool. What is it, Volt? Are we under attack? Whenever there's a real brain buster of a problem, a dog's first recourse is often to take a nap. Volt is a clever puppy. He had a little setback before, but this time he heads back towards the hill where he picked up faint traces of treasure to confirm its exact location. Before, all sand trails were covered up by the briny ocean waters, but now he breaks off into a full sprint. Hello, my treasure. After they've spent all day coming over this island, they'll probably be parched. The second they see my selection of refreshing fruit juice, they'll be lining up around the block for it. What the? Yes, please, get ever closer to Jan, I love it. My booth. Volt, stop right there. It doesn't matter how loud Jan shouts, Volt won't pump the brakes or anything. Whoa. Oops. Looks like you took a tumble as well. Are you alright? Do I look alright? Let's go to the clinic then. I'll check out those scrapes and disinfect anything that needs be. It's fine. I'm actually feeling much better now. You're just afraid of the disinfectant, aren't you? No one will do just about anything to avoid the sting of disinfectant, including knocking over any watermelon in her path. Finally, I can take a nap. Huh? Son ni ichi. Whoa. Volt continues full steam ahead, plowing through Freema and sending both her and the beach chair flying. Freema lands hard on the ground. He can't stop, for if he does, he may lose the chance at getting 2 doggy treats at once. No, it's because the mission of finding the treasure as instructed by Rapi will fail. Finally, the hill appears before him. There's nothing. That's strange. The treasure was here, he was sure of it. But now there's only a bubbling brook casually flowing by. There are some shining yellow granules in a brook, which makes Volt angry. He looks to the sky and howls with all his might, but it does nothing to quell his anger. Screaming at nothing and no one in particular doesn't help, but nothing has changed. Should he just go back? Alright, that is everything we had. There will be one more though. The finale. I decided to save for now. Ironically enough, I actually got enough right away. Alright. Here's the treasure he sought after all this time. A moment later. Volt, report. Volt, there you are. Get over here. Look what you did to my booth. Do you have any idea how much disinfectant stings? We deserve an apology. I bit my tongue when I hit the ground. It's gonna take 3 weeks to heal. How are you going to compensate me? Volt stares sheepishly at the ground, feebly attempting to avoid all their accusatory gazes. But there's nowhere to hide. He wants to hide in a corner, but there's no such place on a wide open beach. Huh? What's that? What do you mean? Those yellow glittering things on Volt's body. Yellow glittering. Isn't it a toy for kids? Give me a break. How could something like that appear in the middle of a deserted island? It's not like it could be gold dust. I mean, it could. Roppy? I'm checking it right now. Come here, Volt. I'm not angry with you. In fact, I've got some snacks for you if you want them. Commander, it looks like the biggest contributor to this campaign is going to be Volt. Well, how about that? Volt, this is gold. We found a bit of this on the west coast and we've been searching for the source. Looks like you did our job for us. For what? Gold? As in actual gold? Volt, where'd you find it? Take me to it. Count me in. Forget it, Gippy. You're injured and need to recuperate 3 weeks, wasn't it? Slip of the tongue. I meant 3 minutes. Master, can we hide some gold dust on our bodies before we head back? It will be detected as soon as we get out of the elevator. Great job, Volt. Roppy pets Volt on the head. As promised, here are the snacks Larita left you. From her bag, Roppy takes out Volt's favorites. Bone chews. The moment Volt sees the majestic treat, a wave of happiness washes over him. Roppy asked Volt to locate some treasure, and he completed the mission perfectly. Not only that, his feat made everyone shower him with praise. He really is all about those bones. Even though he came across the gold by accident, he's still honored that they would entrust such an important task to such a little dog. Not many people would. So, So could you take us to where you found the gold? Volt runs briskly towards the forest, filled with more pride and energy than ever. Volt firmly believes that he'll accomplish many more tasks in the future, and get to chew many more bones. And who knows, maybe he'll even solve a few more crises facing the Ark along the way. Voltorodo, end. Alright. I'm just gonna spam it. Whatever happens, happens. I got my gems, I do not care. Would you look at that? Look how unlucky I was. 13 dice rolls. And I only have 90 out of 100. I mean, these boxes don't arguably matter, but yeah. Okay. Now, time for the biggest of them all. Surprisingly enough, this was 17 minutes. Should I make Voltorodo its own little short video? Yeah, maybe. Either way, we have hard mode unlocked now, which means we can do all of the second story. And who knows? Maybe the second story will be as long as the first or shorter than the first, and I can just put all in one. Oh yeah, Pepper was looking at us with, you know, soulless eyes, as if something terrible had just happened. What just happened? Did I just push someone? Pepper? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Everything just started spinning. I think I played in the water for too long. Pepper, if something was wrong, you should tell me. I'm just a little lightheaded, that's all. Don't forget, I'm a doctor as well. I'd know if something was wrong. But... Just now, I said, did I push someone? You don't look very well. Are you sure you don't want me to give you a checkup? No, I'm fine. I'm okay, honestly. I just need to rest for a while and I'll be right back. Sorry, everybody. I know how hard you all work to make this a happy time for Mary. And I've gone and spoiled it. That's okay. The important thing is that you go and get some rest. I know you insist that you're okay, but in my professional opinion, I don't agree. Understood. Don't you dare think about cutting your vacation short because of me. I'd never forgive myself otherwise. We'll be fine. Yeah, we can always hang out and have fun later. No, absolutely not. You've all got to enjoy yourselves even more for my sake. Anyway, I'll head back before I bring the mood down more than I already have. See you all later. Pepper despondently plods across the wet sand. And just me, or does it feel like she's running away? It does. Are you alright, Mary? Mary, are you worried about Pepper? Yes, of course. She went through all that so that I could enjoy a proper vacation. Only to bow out a few moments later. I can't help but be worried. Commander, Neon. I think I'll also excuse myself. I know you went through a lot to bring me here, but I'm really sorry. You're going after Pepper? Yes. It might turn out she actually is just lightheaded, but I personally have my doubts. If there's something more serious at play here, I don't want Pepper to be by herself. That's the reason I can't stop you. Thank you for understanding. Also, If it's not too much trouble, could the two of you maybe teach me how to enjoy my time off next time? This was really fun. I almost forgot all about the clinic. Of course. We promise in the name of the ancestors of water power. We'll kick it up a notch next time with the water sports. Oh my, well, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you later tonight back at the house. What do you think? Based on her outward symptoms alone, it doesn't look like much. Something about their reactions is off. My spidey senses are tingling. What are you, Spider-Man now? My thoughts exactly. But if they insist that they're both fine, there's not much more we can do. True. For a while, Naon and I walk without saying anything. So what should we do now? Depends. What do you want to do? I think we should stay here to amuse ourselves. That's what Mary said she wanted. She wants us to teach her how to get the most out of a vacation in the future. So we should brainstorm some more water-based activities for her. Like what? Plenty of things. For example, we can make a board like Epinel's and ride it across the water. Like a surfboard? Yeah. Or maybe some other kind of vehicle that can glide across the water. Those are called ships. Or sharks. Everyone copied on my best ideas before I was born. That's an interesting way of looking at it. What else? We can sit down cross-legged underwater and assemble our weapons. You really think it's a good idea to drench your guns in water? I guess not. Weird. What was that hallucination just now? Some kind of flashback. I've never pushed a human like that before. But it all felt so real. And their face looked just like... Who's there? Huh? Prima, how long have you been standing there? It's my line. Sorry. It was so dark that I didn't see you. Problem? No. If you were here before me, then I'll go somewhere else. I was on my way back to the house anyway. Wrong way. Oh, whoops. I'm a little turned around at the moment. It's nothing serious. It's just that my memory is a bit jumbled. What I mean is, I don't even know if it was even my own memory. There I was, having fun with everyone, and then it all came to me in a flash. Deja vu. Exactly. I was pushing someone down the stairs. You were? It's weird, isn't it? It would make more sense if I was the one getting hurt, but it's the other way around. I just don't think I'm capable of such violence. Agreed. But it felt so real, too real to be a dream. No. Daydreams first seem real. I really hope it was just a dream, but the more I think about it, the more real it seems. What if that memory is something from when I was a human? You know how our memories are all messed up? Who's to say that memories you attempted to repress as a human won't resurface when you're Nikke? Far-fetched. Why? How Nikke's body is made. Modeled after what they thought was most desirable when they were human. Now that I think about it, the previous me wouldn't have hurt a fly, even if harm were to come to me. That must be why I am the way I am now, as a Nikke. I could never have pushed anyone, let alone Senior Mary. Huh? Why did I say senior? Oh boy. You're tired, that's why. No, I really think I'm onto something here. Putting Mary when we were playing in the water must have set off those memories and brought them bubbling back to the surface. Oh geez, what if I make another mistake in front of her? Fine, like always, go. Frima, have you always been this nice? No, just fix problems. Oh, okay. Just like I fix problems as a doctor. Huh. Thank you so much, Frima. I know I really unloaded a lot onto you. Wow, that phrasing. But you're a fantastic listener. If I ever have any issues in the future, I'll be sure to come see you. Order my coffee. Not milk, not sugar. What? Oh sure, I'll only turn to you for help. What? No, that's not. Well, I'm off. Pepper skips off with a wave. Oh, Mary's eyes open. What have you two been up to? You're gonna have to hold on to your hats for this one. Today, Master and I discovered the true secret behind the ultimate vacation. What in the world are you on about this time? That's it. I'm calling you out. You're always giving us grief and using your age as an excuse to be rude. Well, I say you're a coward. I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. However, what I have to say is far more important than whatever you're yammering on about. I have an announcement to make. I know everyone's been having a tough time being stuck on this island, not knowing when we'll be able to get back. The operation is almost coming to an end, and yet the seaboat is nowhere to be seen. So I have been making some designs in my spare time. It's a lifeboat that can withstand the weight of Nikke's. It can be made using only materials that are found on this island. Are you being for real? Of course I am. What reason would I delight you all? Then why didn't you say anything until now? I didn't want to get everyone's hopes up until I knew it could be done. There's nothing worse than giving someone false hope and then tearing it away. Wow, you're officially number 2 on the list of people I respect the most, Master being number 1, of course. Do you ever stop talking? When can we start building it? As soon as the materials are gathered. That's the answer I'm looking for. I suppose there's a reason they call you mighty tools. Then we just need to start gathering materials tomorrow. The operation is almost over, so I believe that's the best option. Finally, we'll be able to rejoin with Anis. Master, I'm so excited. Rita, how long will it take for the ship to be completed? It's my first time making something like this, so there might be some trial and error involved. After we gather all the necessary materials, we should be able to take it for a trial run in about a week. That's fast. As long as the design is solid, the assembly should proceed quickly enough. I see. Well, that's a relief. First, we need to get some wood. That's just for starters, though. We need a material that can withstand Nikke's weight and can float well in water. There's plenty of quality wood lying around, but I was stumped on how to come up with other materials. Fortunately, Robbie told me about a hotel that had been built across the grove. We should be able to find all the materials we need there. I said we send a several-person wrecking crew over there and have them go to town. Here's a list of what we'll be needing. I made some rudimentary tools last night, so take them with you. Thanks, Rita. I'll go to the hotel while I'm on an investigation. I'll tag along as well. I'm curious to see what this waterside hotel looks like. Me too. You're not going there to sleep, are you? Now, should we go gather wood? Sure. Would it be possible for me to join as well? I feel like I'm not doing my part while everyone is stepping in to help. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that they go into the building, they're at the steps, and then, you know, she's gonna remember what happened even more about Senior Mary. And maybe Mary also knows exactly what happened. We need you to watch over the clinic. It's okay, Mary can do that on her own. Isn't it right, Mary? Mary? Oh? Sorry, what were we talking about? I was wondering if you could watch over the clinic while I go fetch wood with Commander. Are you okay? You seemed kinda out of it since yesterday. Huh, me? I just zoned out for a moment. You don't have to worry. I'm just a little worried about how the roles have been assigned. After your dizzy spell yesterday, I'm not so sure you should be doing any strenuous activities. How about I go with the Commander and you stay at the clinic? But Peppa, if you were in my situation, would you let me go? No, I wouldn't. Exactly. So please respect my decision. Okay. I'll wait at the clinic. Watch yourselves out there. Your aim's a little off. I'll try again. Maybe it would be better if we do it. You two are supposed to be resting. I've got to occupy myself somehow in the meantime. If you insist. Well, hold up. The tree is leaning towards Mary. Mary, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. It just missed me. Sorry, it was my first time doing this and I couldn't tell where it landed. It'd land. It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes in the beginning. Peppa made all sorts of goofs during her residency. Mary? Oh, sorry. Some old memories came up. Are you sure you're alright? I'm perfectly fine. We need to cut down 5 more, is that right? I've rested long enough. How about we switch? Let's do that. I hand the axe over to Mary and back up. Wait. What is it? Why are you chopping at such random points? Oh, I guess I am. Sorry, I'll try and focus. Hey, Mary. I want to get your medical opinion on something. What's that? If there's someone who's usually super talkative and chipper and sharp as a tack, and then they suddenly start zoning out and feeling like they're not at all there, what do you think that means? Not sure. It just might mean they have a lot on their mind. If the symptoms persist for an extended period, then it could potentially be some form of depression or anxiety. Is that how I seem? If the shoe fits. I see. I have another question. Yes? If a person is suffering from depression or anxiety, what's the best thing those around them can do to help? Typically, I would recommend just listening, being patient with them, showing them that you're on their side. However, that doesn't mean you should necessarily try to give them advice. Huh? What are you doing? I'm performing water power breathing. These are legendary breathing techniques that help you listen to other people's stories 3 times better. I can't say that I've ever heard of it. Where exactly did you hear about this? Actually, there's only one ruling authority in the field of water power. And you're looking at her, me, the Aqua Master God Neon. At least choose between God or Master. Impressive. You don't have to tell me, I already know. I never can quite get a read on you, Neon. However, there are some things I'd rather keep to myself. This is something I need to handle on my own. Having said that, since you've gone through the trouble of using your water power breathing, I'll try and tell you a little bit. To be honest, I don't want to leave this place. Oh, hey, Greenhorn. Did you find some good wood? We did the best we could, given the circumstances. Let me see. It's not gonna win any prizes, but it should get the job done. Nicely done, I'll take it from here, so you guys can go in and rest up. We really put a sweat out there. Feels good to put in a hard day's work. You can say that again.
Mary, are you going to rest as well?
No. I'm going to switch with Pepper at the clinic. But the sun's already down. Yes, but we still have to tidy up and close the clinic. I'll do that.
Need any help?
It's okay. It won't take too long anyway. You all go ahead and relax. I'll be right along. Shall we trail her? Mary? What are you doing there? Oh, hey, Peppa. I was trying to ascertain whether the sea bird will come up tomorrow or not. I figured that if I walk along the same path every day, I might be able to better predict the fluctuations in the sea levels. Is that right? If it were me, I don't think I'd be able to remember the water level from the previous night. Well, my memory has always been pretty sharp. You had a pretty long day. You should be resting with the others. Why did you come here again? I don't think I believe what you're saying about the sea levels. There are still a few things that need to be taken care of at the clinic. For goodness sake. I knew you tried to take care of it yourself. That's why I asked Neon and the commander to make you rest. Sorry. I've always been something of a workaholic. I'll organize the things that are in this box. You're never going to listen to me, are you? Probably not. Wait a moment. Is this orange-flavored Splendimin? Isn't this what you and one of our child patients used to eat all the time? That's right. I took a liking to it, so I bought some as a snack. And this is an identification badge for the daughter of the patient we had with a leg injury. I knew you'd remember. It just didn't feel right to throw it away. I'm just now realizing something. You're an amazing Dr. Pepper. When you're inundated with surgeries and overnight shifts, it's easy to forget why you chose this profession in the first place. But you've never forgotten. That's an important skill to have, and not one many possess.
You shouldn't be praising me so much. You're gonna give me an inflated ego. I'm just telling the truth. Hearing you say all this, it makes me want to return to the repair center. Sorry. I want to see all the patients. I'm curious to see how they're doing. Of course, staying here has been incredibly enjoyable, but still, the repair center is where I'm meant to be. But if we go back to the repair center, I used to trust. I've always trusted you. It all might come rushing back. You hypocrite. Pepper pushed me. Sorry. Nothing. I want to go back too. You too? I just hope the ship doesn't take too long to fabricate. Now that all the materials have been gathered, it should just be a matter of time.
Is Mary gonna destroy the boat?
Right. Just a matter of time.
Next day.
Alright. Now that the materials are all gathered, we can officially commence construction of our lifeboat. Name. We haven't even hammered the first nail and you want to name it. Great Escape. The Prospector. The Mother Teresa.
The Mother Teresa is way too random. I like the Great Escape. Obviously, I'm going to be playing favoritism here. The Prospector sounds like it would bring us good luck.
My thoughts exactly. In a situation like this, you want all the luck you can get. You guys do whatever you want for the name. I could care less. Moving on, I've got to assign tasks to everyone. I processed all the materials last night, so all we've got to do is put them all together. That'll involve assembly, painting, welding, and some other stuff, and I'm not sure what you all are capable of. Can't we just look at the blueprints? I've never done this kind of work, but I'll do my best. Me, welding.
Mary,
Yes, I'm listening.
are you feeling any better?
What makes you ask?
You told me yesterday that you didn't want to leave this island.
You're still thinking about that? Uh-huh. How sweet of you. I'm much better now. Opening up to you really took a weight off my shoulders. I'm actually leaning towards wanting to go back now. I keep thinking about all the patients who are waiting for me. No matter how I spin it, it's clear that the repair center is where I'm meant to be.
You seem to have recovered awfully quickly.
Well, I am a doctor. If I'm feeling unwell, who will take care of the patients? I better get going. I have a lot of things to help with, so...
Wait.
Yes?
If, and this is a big if, you were able to remain on this island, what would you do?
I'm not sure. All I kept thinking about was how much I didn't want to leave. I never really gave much thought to what I'd do if I remained here. Oh, that's it. I'd enjoy my vacation. I would have liked to enjoy it a little longer before everything fell apart. But the time for that has already passed. I can't wait here and count on a miracle to drop in my lap. Everyone, myself included, has to go back to where they were before. Are you trying to cheer me up? You're so sweet, Commander. Now let's build ourselves a ship.
Mary heads over to everyone else who is putting the ship together.
Master, I've been thinking. And
You want to make a miracle?
How did you know?
Because I'm your master. Because I'm thinking the very same thing.
I should have known, considering you're the one who brought up an awkward god. From here on out, you shall be referred to as Ocean God.
You're starting to sound like a children's cartoon.
After hearing the conversation Pepper and Mary had yesterday, I've got a few guesses as to what's going on. It seems like Mary doesn't really want to go back to the repair center. The moment that topic came up, she went as white as a sheet. Ask me what we have here. It's a case of the Mondays to end all Mondays. Mary's finally experienced what it's like to have a vacation, and she doesn't want to go back.
I'm not sure I agree with you, but okay. That might be true, but she works herself ragged at the repair center.
Exactly. She's never been able to properly rest at the center. Nor does she get any R&R while taking care of us, here. I want to make this happen for her. No matter what it takes. The biggest hurdle we'll have to overcome, though, is Mary herself. And if we succeed in pushing back the departure date, I don't know if Mary will accept it. She's devoted herself entirely to her work. To set aside her work for her own pleasure. Anyone can see that she'd shoot that idea down right quick.
We have to keep this a secret from her.
For sure. Plus, everyone is really breaking a sweat to get this ship done. If we were to suddenly suggest that we push back the departure date, I guarantee we'd get some complaints. We've got to take the time to convince everyone one by one. All while keeping it hush-hush.
It won't be easy.
No, it won't. How about I use my special spy skills?
Yon's convenience store.
Hello. 3 fruit juices, please. Give one of them to the lovely young lady in red. Who are you talking about?
The owner of this stand.
Huh? I'll give you points for originality with that one. But out with it, you want something from me, don't you? Yes, we do. You could at least try to play the game a bit. Sorry, but we don't have time for that right now.
We want to push back the departure dates.
What? By how long?
1 or 2 days, 4 if possible.
I see. But why are you talking to me about this? Because weren't you working with the others on completing the ship to get out of here? No, I wasn't.
Huh?
I'm just doing it because everyone else is. I like it here. No kidding. Think about it. A real sun in real sea instead of an artificial sun in a tiny swimming pool. Fresh fruit juice that flies off the shelves. Who wouldn't want to stay here longer? Prima, I need you to concentrate on what I'm about to tell you. Have a plan. Just close your eyes and listen.
Look, if you tell her to close her eyes, she'll most likely fall asleep.
Hear the sounds of the birds chirping.
Or is that exactly what we're trying to do, is get her to fall asleep?
A cold breeze brushes by the hammock, making it sway side to side. At this point, you will become very sleepy.
Yep, we're trying to get her to fall asleep.
You never want to leave this island. Because it is the best place in the world for a sloth like yourself. Wow, she's already asleep.
Can we even consider this persuasion? You're better at this than I expected.
Naturally, I've done this countless times during spy missions.
How many times?
Well, actually, this is technically the first time.
Technically, huh? Robbie, I'm thinking of pushing back the departure date by a few days.
Sure, no problem.
Huh?
Aren't you going to put up a fight, Robbie?
Why would you put up a fight against the commander? Whatever cause there is for the delay, I'm sure you put a plenty of thought into it. I'm touched that you think so highly of me. Pepper, by any chance?
You're going around asking if we can push back the departure date, right? I heard.
You already know.
Yep. I've been doing everything I can to prevent word from reaching Mary. How come? You really have to ask.
How did you know this was for Mary? How did you know we were keeping this a secret from her?
Actually, I've been fully transparent. I was eavesdropping on your conversation. The thought of Mary suffering from a case of Mondays is just too much to bear. This is such a kind, compassionate thing for you to do. I guess so. So I'll do everything in my power to keep it a secret. I'll make sure Mary doesn't know a thing until the moment the ship is in the water. We'll be leaving here tomorrow on this ship. I actually kind of feel bad about having to leave. You're upset too, aren't you, little guy? However, there's a time in every person's life when we have to move on from what we love. But Ford isn't a person. What? He's a dog, so he can stay as long as he wants. Huh. Every time I think you've run out of stupid things to say, you pull another one out of the thin air.
You want to push back the departure date.
In case you forgot, Greenhorn, when I proposed the idea of making an escape raft, you were fully on board with it.
I remember.
So what's going on with you?
Well, I racked my brain for a good long while, but I am unable to come up with a convincing argument without bringing up Mary.
Commander, someone in your position really shouldn't be flip-flopping like this, at least not without having a good explanation for it. I'm very disappointed in you.
There's someone who hasn't gotten to enjoy their vacation properly yet.
Come again. You just can't say who it is right now. Only that it's someone among us. Now that I think about it, someone does come to mind. Whenever we were putting our feet up after a long day's work, there was one person who would steadfastly remain at the clinic, taking care of everyone without taking a break. Yes, that's right. Between Master and I, one of us was always in the hospital for one reason or another. That person barely got a moment's rest.
No, don't say too much.
Okay. Okay, what? I'll play along. What do you need me to do?
Just keep this on the down low, that's all.
Don't let that person find out about this. Is that it? If you wanted to keep this a secret, you've gotta do better than that. Let's see, how can I fix this? I got it. I'm gonna give you guys a list of materials to fetch. If possible, make sure they're old and rotted, got it?
What's your plan?
I'm going to concoct an excuse. One that conveys the point without having to delve into too much detail. Something that'll justify why this person has to remain on this island and enjoy her vacation. Once completed, the ship will break down and will require additional time to fix. Are you sure that's okay? It's one of your own designs.
Right, you're extremely proud of the things you build.
Forget about that. No matter how good the product is, if it doesn't serve to make a person happy, then what's the point? A true craftsman has pride in the function that their creations serve, not just creation itself. I'm gonna have to memorize that for later.
That's a good way of looking at the creative process.
I think so too.